here from Arcane and Stellar. Welcome to my channel, and I'm glad that you're here. So in this pick a card reading, we have quite a few piles, and we're going to be looking at what unexpected change is coming toward you. What's going to be shifting in your life that what might be quite unexpected for you. So we have 6 groups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the timestamps will be down below. I do encourage you to tune into your intuition as a viewer. It is up to you and your intuition to lead you to the right piles. So please tune in and do, however, everyone has intuition come to them differently. Some people feel that gut reaction where it's just like they know. And I think that's one of the safest ones to go with usually. But some people do need more time to kind of concentrate. So take that moment if you want and pause and see where you're feeling drawn to. As I said, the timestamps will be down below. And I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Lots of happiness and love to you. And I hope that this reading provides some clarity for you. So I will go ahead and get started. See you in your reading. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 1 here with this rainbow moonstone, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get started and see what unexpected surprise is coming toward you. So, let's see. We have got the 6 of Pentacles, the Rider, and the Bouquet. We also have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And we have Flowers, Happiness. So, obviously, your next unexpected change is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Now, with Caterpillar, you know, being here, it says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. It seems like a lot of you are getting this reassurance. Perhaps at this moment, you're not feeling like things are the greatest. You might feel like you're, you know, kind of stuck, right? Because I'm sure that there are many moments during the caterpillar's journey to a butterfly that they feel kind of stuck, or it seems like it's taking a long time to transition, right? So maybe some of you feel kind of stuck at this time. Or you're feeling like there's not much action going on, but you're being assured by Spirit that things aren't going to stay this way, that changes are coming, that you're in the process of it right now, and that happiness is about to blossom, right? Because flowers blossom and they bring happiness and joy. And the same goes kind of with the caterpillar. There's also this kind of growing symbology there with the flowers, right? Where, you know, there's a final blossom. So it feels like to me, there is no butterfly card in the T card, so I feel like this is the most appropriate one to come out to kind of clarify the caterpillar. And they came out in that order as well, where it seems as if you're blossoming. Now, the Rider and the Bouquet and the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is a card about generosity. It's about how people, you know, distribute their wealth, or they distribute what they have to other people. Now, for a lot of you, I feel like one of your next unexpected surprises is going to be some sort of gift, and gift not necessarily in physical gift. Perhaps for some of you it will be, but it can also be like someone asking you out or doing something generous for you. Maybe somebody coming with help and support that you need, right? You could be asked out to dinner, some of you, or like I said, literally be given a gift. But whatever it is, it's quite flattering, and it's going to make you feel seen, heard, and special, is what I'm feeling. So either, like I said, there's some sort of person probably coming toward you, bringing some sort of news of, like, flattery, essentially, because bouquet can be flattery as well. And I feel like this is like kind of a transitionary period for you where you start to really see the benefits. So what I mean by this is that, like, okay, say that you're in a work situation that's feeling quite stagnant. It might be that you have this person come toward you, some sort of person in power, who offers you something, right? That makes you feel appreciated, that makes you feel good. Now, for some of you, this could be a raise or an offer of some kind, maybe a collaboration or something. For others of you, in like the love department as an example, you could get that offer to go out with somebody or get a gift from somebody as well. The other thing, too, with this card is that maybe there might be good news on the health front as well. Maybe where you're feeling a little bit more better about yourself is one thing that really shows up here, too. Let me see. I'm going to grab another deck here and clarify a little bit. So, yeah, this is a really good reading, to be honest. Let's see. Group number 1's next unexpected change. Tell me more. Every time I say tell me more, I always think of that song from Grease. Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Okay, we got a card. It fell down, of course. So we have the prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. So again, a lot of you, this is a change in terms of how you view yourself. With the poverty, sorry, I kicked the camera. With the poverty consciousness and stuff like that, obviously we can kind of think low of ourselves or feel like we're not doing very well. And poverty consciousness can come in different ways. Obviously, it can be financial for some of you, but it can also be in terms of your self-esteem and maybe what you feel like you're worth. I feel like somebody's going to come in and make you feel appreciated, essentially, especially if you've been struggling with feeling appreciated in some area, whether, like I said, it's at work or in relationship. I feel like there's this sort of situation that comes in, probably via a person, to be honest, I'm getting, and it's going to really lift your spirits up and make you feel better, essentially. And that's really what the biggest thing I see is for you. That's your unexpected change. And it could come in quite quick with the Rider. Of course, that is a very quick moving card. So again, this will probably happen quite quickly. Make sure that you don't overlook it, okay? Because even with that prison wave there, with self-sabotage and poverty consciousness, the viewpoint of the character in the card is kind of down, looking down, feeling sad. So make sure that your eyes are open for the situation, and that you're not missing it, as an example. Because sometimes we can get like that, where we're missing something really good because we're not really looking for it, or we're not really seeing it. Anything else about this unexpected change for group number 1? Anything else? The Page of Wands. And the Nine of Wands. So I do feel like you've definitely held on to this for a long time. I feel like with the Nine of Wands, maybe there, again, that could also be saying that don't make sure you're not blocking this opportunity or this person or this situation. Make sure that you're eager to explore it, because with the Nine of Wands, of course, I can feel like we're putting up a wall, that we're kind of defensive, that we're protecting what we've got so far. So make sure that you're open and kind of willing to explore here with the Page of Wands. This also, again, might mark some sort of new transition, right? Because the Nine of Wands is sort of that resting point, and the Page of Wands is like ready for the new adventure. So again, this might lead you down a new pathway, especially if you felt like you have been holding on for a long time and you've sort of been stuck in one and the same position, because that Nine of Wands can also talk about that, you know. And again, persistence is really important to make sure you keep putting yourself out there in whatever sphere you've been really struggling in. But essentially what I see is things that come in to fruition, bringing happiness to you, bringing excitement. And I really do feel like for a lot of you, this could be, you know, being shown appreciation that sort of makes you feel a little bit more valued. Oops, we got one that fell down again. Let me see. Oh, yeah, Ten of Cups here. So beautiful happiness awaiting here, too, with this thing that's coming in. There will be a sense of fulfillment, wholeness, and happiness here. And whatever this is going to make you feel really happy, really joyful, essentially. And I love that. Okay, so like I said, for a lot of you, I think for the majority of you, this could be a gift coming in, or a sign of appreciation, a very nice compliment that hits you in the heart, as an example. For others of you, this is going to be appreciation at work or generosity shown through your workplace or through whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be like as if you're employed by somebody else. It could be, if you're self-employed, it might be somebody coming toward you to kind of work with you or do something with you as well. But whatever it is, it's lifting you out of a state of unappreciation for oneself, or feeling like maybe you're lacking. This is bringing the opposite. And I feel like, again, there's something unexpected about it. So it might come in a moment you're not quite expecting it. And I feel like it's happening, like I said, quite quickly with the Rider. Usually the Rider indicates something happening within, a day even, or a few days from the time you watch this reading. Like, it's timeless, as I said in the beginning. So whenever you come across this, definitely pay attention and keep your eyes open over the next few days. And you should see some sense of appreciation coming toward you, some kind of gift or proposal of some kind as well. So I am wishing you all the very, very best. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. I hope that this finds you healthy and happy, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Take care. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 2 here with this, I think this is aventurine, if I'm correct. This is your reading. So let's find out what is the next unexpected surprise. We have Temperance. We have the Ring and the Tower, as well as the Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm, and the Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Ooh, I feel some specific messages here, so I'm going to get those out of the way first. I feel like for some of you, there may have been a situation that someone was working behind you, right? Maybe for some of you, you are going to learn that someone's been doing this to you at work, okay? Especially because the Tower here. Do know, though, that even if you're unaware of this situation, some of you will be aware of it and some of you will not be aware of it. Do know that this will be rectified, that this isn't going to stop you from the goal as well. The other thing I want to say is that you're being protected in this, okay, by an angel. So you are being protected from people that work behind you like little rats, okay? So that's the thing here, especially Temperance. Obviously, it's so fascinating. These are not connected decks, but look at the imagery, how similar. They even look similar, and they're both angelic. She has wings as well. So you definitely have a strong angel protecting you at this time, or a strong spiritual guide that works on your behalf behind the scenes. That's another thing. For some of you, you may actually get a very strong sign from a spirit guide or an angel that's working with you, and it may be beyond the usual of what you're usually expecting. Like you might find a feather, or you see these little signs and synchronicities. No, this is going to be something quite stronger that solidifies belief as well, and commitment to the spiritual side of life as well, especially for those of you that struggle and you wonder if there's actually something there. You know, because some people, it's like they know something's there, but then they kind of constantly question it. If you find yourself constantly questioning the spiritual side and whether or not it's just coincidental or if it really means something, I feel like you guys are going to get like a, a strong sign. I'm even doing this, It's going to be strong. It's going to hit you right in the face, where you're going to feel that sense of loyalty and commitment from the other side. But no, otherwise, though, I do feel like for a lot of you, you all have a guardian really strongly around you at this point that's really behind the scenes, taking people away from you that are no good, that are working behind your back, as an example, who talk behind your back, who aren't there for you. Now, the Ring and the Tower could talk about a new contract coming in, or here we go. For some of you, if you have had a situation in your life, now this may not be at work, it could be in any form of your life where you've known maybe somebody was kind of against you, or that they've kind of been talking behind you, or they've been working against you. Do know that you'll be chosen, you will be favored in this situation. Okay? The Ring and the Tower could talk about, some sort of legal judgment coming out, or an agreement being made as well. Some of you might find that kind of is something that's coming into fruition, okay? The one thing also is, if you have felt excluded, because one thing, the Ring and the Tower can't talk about like a good boy, the good old boys, or group pride as an example. If you felt excluded from the group as an example, or from maybe a situation like in the workplace as an example, if you felt kind of excluded from the rest of the crowd, or whatever you're kind of in as an example, I feel like for some of you, you might find a good harmony with somebody as well. Any sort of drama that's very gossipy as well is going to be harmonized, and everything will work out accordingly as well in your favor. That's really what I'm picking up very strongly here. So it's like there's a sense of harmony coming, essentially, and everything kind of working out for the best. And it's very guided divinely. Okay, so group number 2's next unexpected surprise. What is happening? And for some of you, you might be chosen in a situation where you thought you wouldn't be. Some of you might have thought somebody didn't like you or wouldn't choose you or something along those lines. We have the Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. Very interesting energy. So we have two cards, optimism, and, I mean two meanings here, optimism and aggression. I do feel like, wow, okay, this is quite interesting. So again, for some of you, you might actually, I hate saying this, but you might actually discover somebody who's kind of been a rat in your life, okay? For some of you, you might actually discover this person. What you thought was optimistic, what you thought was nice, is actually kind of aggressive, or it's not really in your best favor. And with the Ringmaster of Scrutiny here, with discernment, clear vision, details, it's like you're getting a clearer version of this, so you can make a strong, cohesive decision. You know what I mean? Like where you feel like you're able to kind of discern the situation, you see it clearly as well. So some sort of truth perhaps also coming to light that brings a sense of balance in you. Essentially. And also, like I said, if there is a person in your life that you know, and by the way, when you listen to these readings, it's so important for you, when I say something, to see what your reaction is. Who comes to your mind when I say, you know, you feel like someone's working against you? Who is that person that pops into your head? There probably is somebody. Now, of course, if you're like, I have no idea, well, then you might be the person who kind of finds this person revealed. Or, again, you might have chosen the wrong group as well. But if you have that person in your mind that kind of pops up as a rat in your life, do know that this person will be found out, essentially. And with the tower, the ring in the tower, it almost feels like this might be a long-standing problem. I don't feel like this is something that's been there just recently. I feel like it's something that's kind of been going on for a long time for a lot of you as well. And I feel like for some people, this might be this person being seen for who they really are, finally, okay? That there might be a recognition of who this person really is. So I would encourage for you guys to be optimistic in this situation and keep calm, especially with Temperance here. Understand that everything will flow as it must and that you have angels working on the situation. This feels very specific. I feel like a lot of you do have somebody that kind of is against you a little bit, or it doesn't really work in your favor, or is not seen clearly by other people in favor, you know, of themselves versus you, as an example. So I do feel like kind of keep that harmony in yourself and let this person reveal themselves. The one thing about the Fire Prince, right, is that, and as a fire sign I can attest, you know, sometimes there's a volatility there, and it can go from being super optimistic, right? Like that's one of the high points of a fire sign, is that there's optimism, there's life, there's hope. But at the same time, with an unbalanced fire sign, aggression can come out very quickly. And I feel like this person, whoever this person is, they're going to show their true colors without any effort on your part. Okay? So, and there seems to be a very much a younger and an older energy here going on. So I don't know if that's going to factor in. But the older energy could be someone in power really noticing this volatility in the person as well. So some of you, like I said, this could be in the workplace, this could be in the family life, this could be in relationships or friendship groups, but it feels like whoever this is, they're going to be found out, essentially. So this is a quite interesting reading. And again, for some of you, it's like you might also kind of recognize who this person is too. And yeah, you'll probably also have some sense of discernment here in this situation too. But my biggest advice for you guys would be to kind of keep it calm and allow things to unfold as they will, because I feel like they will unfold in your favor. Any other further message for group number 2 about this unexpected surprise? Yeah, so the moon could talk about some deceit here, some lack of clarity, things not being seen clearly, some lies, some deception. And here we have death, so moving on from deceptive energies, essentially. And things that make you wow, okay. So if you felt like there is a situation where maybe somebody was winning over you, or they were seen in a different light than you, there's going to be a fall here, perhaps, as well. And there's the end of feeling rejected as well, or feeling like you don't have enough. Wow, this is a pretty interesting reading. I'm so curious as to how it's going to resonate with some of you, because this is big. I feel like for a lot of you, a lot of deception, perhaps, or a lot of things that weren't seen clearly, perhaps lies. And here we have that transition, and maybe where there's a sense of, let me just clarify this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so look at that. So where somebody was once feeling a little bit downtrodden, there's a sense of stability here, okay? So the one thing about the Queen of Pentacles, and as I said, especially compared to the Fire Prince here, is if you remain grounded and kind of sturdy in your beliefs, and you kind of remain calm, you will be the winner in this situation. So that's quite interesting. So I'm excited to give this reading. That was kind of interesting. I like this one. I think it's going to be good, because it's always good to find out who's for you and who's against you, and especially when you kind of come out on top and you have such powerful influences kind of directing this. Keep praying to your guides, and you know what? I wish I had that. I don't have my psalm book on me, but sometimes there are good psalms for this revelations, and look up on YouTube if you're interested in this. I actually have one that's really good in my book, but I don't have it on me right now. It's in the bedroom, but I don't want to get up to get it. But there are psalms for this kinds of thing, to like make an enemy reveal themselves, or for somebody to kind of get their dues, essentially. So you might want to pray that psalm, because you really have angels listening to you very strongly at this time. Okay, so I hope that this was useful and interesting for you. Take care of yourselves, and lots of love to you. See you in the next reading. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 3 here with this Lepidolite, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get in and see what kind of unexpected surprise is coming your way. Group 2 is super interesting, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen here. So we have the 6 of Swords. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Child and heart. So I have to say, I think for the most of you, this is going to be for, like, I would say 98% of you even. Like, really a lot of you. You are going to have communication from a friend that's at a distance, in which there is perhaps a message of, I need your help. Okay, I think that might actually be what kind of gets you. That's going to be the surprise. I'm sorry if that sounds a little bit boring, because you're like, huh, I was hoping maybe for something bigger, but I do feel like this is somebody at a distance. We have two cards that indicate distance. This one, the dog far away, and also the oceans here. The sea here indicates perhaps that distance as well. So it's very much a friend that is not nearby you. In fact, this person could be in another country. But I do feel like there is somebody that's going to need your help, your guidance, your assistance. I feel like also with the child in the heart here, there is definitely some sort of renewal as well. So for some of you, this may be somebody reaching out to you who's trying to reestablish a connection. Maybe they need you in their life and they will want to renew this friendship or this relationship. Actually, with the heart and the child in the heart here, I do feel like this is somebody who could also be quite innocent in nature as well, because the child in the heart could indicate maybe a pure heart or a kind heart as well. Maybe this is somebody who's trying to have some sort of new beginning as well. But I do really feel strongly that somebody will contact you. And like I said, with the child here, it feels like something new and fresh. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a renewal for some of you, or maybe it's a new friendship coming in that's actually going to be a good one. And with the hands here, it almost might feel like this was destined in a way, like as if, you know, you kind of raise your hands to the divine and the divine sends you a gift, right? So, and maybe for some of you, this is a gift you need in order to progress in your life or to get somewhere. So this might be an answered prayer for some of you in some way, even if it was a subconscious prayer. So group number 3, what unexpected surprise? Tell me more about this. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth and true prosperity. Well, there could be some sort of financial stuff that comes into play here. But true prosperity is not always found in material wealth as well. Anything else about this unexpected surprise? Interestingly, we have 6 twice. So I think this is going to happen in the 6th in June as you're watching this. For those of you that are watching initially, this surprise happening this month. Okay, so fairly quickly. We also have 13 and 24 too. So I don't know if those numbers are going to be important. I did mention numbers. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anything else about this unexpected surprise? The Winged Wise Ones. Angelic help, miraculous aid. Oh, no way. That's what I was saying with the hands. It almost feels like this is a situation in which there's been like prayers about this, or kind of like asking for results, and it's like there's a sense of divine intervention here as well. That's interesting. Group number 2 kind of had a divine intervention as well, but it was a totally different reading. But I feel strong presence here of like spirit guides, angelic help, like as it says, or some sort of spiritual aid that kind of is part of this. I wonder what this material wealth is about, because I'm wondering how that fits in here. I'm going to ask, actually. What is the material wealth? How is this connected to the situation? Well, to be honest, some of you might be receiving a job offer from abroad, if that's what you've been really hoping for. Or being noticed. So maybe that's really just for some of you that have maybe been looking for something in a different place than where you're currently at. That might be the surprise, that there's somehow financial ties into this, or it ties into your career or your prosperity in some way. And maybe there's a friend that somehow has an offer for you. That might be for some. I feel like that's only for some of you, though. I feel like this is more to kind of get specific for some of you. And I feel like you'll already know whether this is for you or not. For others of you, though, like I said, there's a sense of renewal or happiness, like a new friend coming in. The Four of Cups obviously can talk about... What's interesting is we have this hand here in both cards. Oh, that's so strange. Let me just tune in here a little bit more. I don't think you'll see this coming at all, to be honest. I feel like this person has even sent you signs or tried to communicate with you in some way, or you're not seeing this person's side, is what I'm getting for some of you. Like you're not seeing their side. And perhaps there will be clarity that comes in here with the Sun. Or this is going to bring some sort of sense of happiness to you in terms of maybe if you've been feeling kind of down or apathetic or just not interested in much at this point. With the Four of Cups, of course, that can be, you know, signifying that this energy will disappear. Like you'll finally see this person's like attention, as an example. That's what I'm getting. What does this distant friend want with group number 3 for the most part? It seems like friendship. What does this distant friend want with group number 3? Well, they might want some sort of advice, some sort of work situation. There might be something along those lines. Maybe they want your expertise on something. This also might be to rebuild the relationship for some of you. So, like I said, the thing is that these pick a card readings are very general, and I could try to make them very specific, but then they may not resonate with you. And I want to get as many people their message as possible. So when you're listening to these, you need to listen to your gut. And when I'm talking, you know, listen to what your gut is responding to when I say something, as an example. So like, what is it? Do you feel like, did you have some fallout with a friend? Because for some of you, you did, and this is going to be rectified. Essentially. For others of you, this might be a friend asking for your assistance on a painful situation in their life. And for others of you, this might even be a friend kind of bringing in some sort of offer. It might be financial in nature, as an example. So this might be a person who found you a job, or thinks that they have a hookup for you in terms of work, or maybe a visa, or because we have the Hierophant, that's government stuff. So this might be about some sort of success in terms of governmental things, or things that make you feel prosperous, as an example, like kind of like more physical documents. Now, that's gonna come up to you and what your situation is, and what seems possible, plausible, and what your gut feels is right. You know better than me, you know what you're drawn to, and I just want to get the messages out there. So what we have, though, like I said, is a sense of stability, I think. Especially after maybe a painful period. So this is quite interesting. If you are feeling like you're down and out, and you're feeling a bit defeated or hurt in one area, this friend could have also some sort of encouragement that comes to you, or some sort of help that comes to you that feels very helpful, essentially. Whatever it is, there's strong friendship vibes here, and rectification, and moving forward, essentially. So this friend is going to bring a message of support of some kind, whether it's a renewal of the friendship, trying to move on from the past if there's been problems, or they're going to have, maybe they need advice themselves as well. Especially if you're in a position of knowledge, they might need your help or your assistance in something, and that might surprise you because maybe they're not the type to usually ask for help, you know? So kind of, it could resonate a few different ways, I think, here, but hopefully this was clear for you, and you understand your situation, and you'll understand kind of how this surprise might play out for you. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 3. I hope it helps, and I'm super excited to hear what you have to say. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 4 here with this rose quartz, this is your reading. Gosh, my throat is being annoying today. So what is the unexpected surprise coming your way? We have the Page of Pentacles, Success, Whale, Great Worry Over Nothing, and the Key in the Crossroads. Some of you might actually have an offer that comes in that requires a choice. What I find interesting is that I have 33 and 22. That's very interesting. So I wonder if some of you have been seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers at this time. If that's something that you've been really seeing a whole lot. Now, the Page of Pentacles can indicate news, you know, material news as an example. So this might be financial news coming towards you, job offers or opportunities. There could be new opportunities that are coming toward you. I feel like for a lot of you, there's a very strong message here from your spirit guides to be focused on your success and not to worry, to stay stable and grounded and keep going at what you're doing. I do feel like you do have some sort of significant choices, though, coming ahead of you with the Key and the Crossroads. So this, for some of you, might be a new job offer or a new opportunity, essentially. Let me see. Group number 4. What is unexpectedly coming towards them? Unexpected surprise. Compensation and perseverance, the Rainbow Prince. Well, that's really interesting too. So maybe if some of you have felt like something that you're working on is kind of struggling. See, the Page of Pentacles is quite a young person, right? Usually this card is about someone who is eager to kind of leave a mark on the world, to kind of do their thing, to put their thing out there, right? But there is always that chance there with the Page of Pentacles that it doesn't come into fruition right away. It's kind of like noob status, right? And noob status. You can tell I play video games. It's a kind of where we feel like maybe it's not always being seen, right? So it could be that you started something new and you're kind of wondering, should I stick with this? And I feel like you should, and I feel like you're going to get some sort of compensation that tells you that you should, that you're on the road to success and that you should keep putting the effort in. Okay, so whether you started at a new project, a new school, a new endeavor, a new job, I feel like some of you might be, wondering, where should I go? Do I stick on this path? Do I go on another? I feel like you're gonna understand what to do, what choice to make, and there could be some sort of compensation actually coming in, literally. Okay. So especially here we have the Fire Prince, so optimism and aggression. So the Fire Prince can be quite a volatile energy. We have optimism and then we have aggression, and that's true of fire signs. There can be a quick actions, where you're feeling very optimistic at one point and then you go through extreme lows. And I do feel like for some of you, try not to allow yourself to get too ungrounded about things, so where you're overthinking things or you're automatically assuming the worst and then you're going to optimism. Just try to stick more towards optimism. We have the Horse King, assistance and control. So that's quite interesting. Assistance and control. It's kind of a little bit of a different energy than the Fire Prince, right? The Fire Prince doesn't feel like they're holding themselves back too much. They kind of feel what they feel and they go with the flow, with the flame, and they follow that. Whereas this card is much more controlled. So I do feel like kind of remain controlled in a certain situation. And also I do feel like for some of you there could be some sort of elder or leader or person of interest that's somehow going to be connected to this surprise that could provide some sort of assistance or, like I said, compensation. So you may be helped through something, actually. And for some of you, it might feel like you have a choice to make. Let me see. What unexpected surprise is coming for group number 4? This group. Interesting. So the Judgment card, the card of changes and clarity, decisions being made, and sometimes it's a wake-up call to your life purpose even, or this could be a judgment being made that's in your favor. But I feel like there is some sort of change or shift coming toward you as well. So try to remain optimistic, especially with that Whale card that said great worry over nothing. Do understand that you're on the road to success, and you're going to start to see a shift here. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, this always talks about hard work and patience, diligence. Sometimes you have to put a lot in to get something, right? And I feel like you're in the situation maybe where you feel like something's going a bit slow, or maybe you're wondering about the future of something because you know you put in the hard work, but maybe you're not seeing the biggest results that you want, right? Because she's only seeing some of these. But this card always says to remain patient and understand that you'll get your dues, you know. And especially here with the Ace of Cups, there's something that's going to come in here, like an offering of some kind, that's going to make you feel quite excited, quite happy, quite optimistic in the road to on the road to success. So I feel like you're gonna, and we have perseverance, and we have so much here that says keep on the path that you're going on. Something's gonna come in and shock you, and you're gonna see a major change. So whatever you're working on, whether it's a YouTube channel, or maybe you're transitioning into a new job, or you're trying a new project, or anything really, honestly. But I do feel like this is more like based on work or studying or things like that. Maybe that kind of lifestyle stuff rather than like romance or friendship or anything like that. I don't really feel that energy. This is much more surrounded around achievements that are more based upon your own deeds and your own values and your own skills, essentially, your own skill sets. So do understand that there is a situation coming in where I feel like a lot of you, there's someone older coming in, or somebody more experienced, or someone more not to say that they're above you necessarily, but they might have some sort of leadership status or some sort of knowledge that is going to help you out a lot. And perhaps even, again, there might be a value here being shown to you where you are shown respect, where maybe you felt like you weren't, as an example. So you might be given like some sort of position where you are able to kind of assert some sort of control or help other people. And this might be something that's really like affirming for you. But I really get the strong sense of keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Do not worry about it. It's all going to work out. You're on the road to success. And I think really, like I said, the biggest surprise is that you're going to see that you are on the road to success. You're going to get proof of it, essentially. There's a fly. But yeah, you're going to get proof of this and some sort of compensation, essentially. So I really like this reading, and I want to talk one more time just a little bit about the key and the crossroads. So the key is about significance and something important, essentially. In fact, one second, let me just look at something. If anyone is interested in this particular Lenormand deck, it's this one, the old style Lenormand. I think it's a really beautiful deck. Yeah, so opening or closing opportunities, wishes, and new beginnings. Essentially, there's new offers coming and new opportunities, essentially. And with that crossroads energy, like I said, that can be about choices and decisions, and sometimes not understanding. It can be about doubt and uncertainty, worry, right? About key moves in your life. So do understand that the right path will reveal itself, and you will understand what to do. And again, I think for a lot of you, there's somebody coming in that's going to kind of offer this clarity. Like you're going to get a new offer or opportunity via another person, and success is like forthcoming, essentially, is what I'm getting. So I really hope that this resonated. Very strong theme here. Hopefully you found your message here, and I am wishing you all the very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 5 here with this Howlite, this is your reading. So let's find out what unexpected surprise is coming toward you. Oh, yeah. Some of you are going to really like this one. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I couldn't believe the cards that came out for this. This is crazy. This is so specific. I love it. We have Rose. Romance is in the air. Chairfield. Someone new is entering your life. Man and lady. Now, don't get too hung up on the genders here in the cards, but it does indicate for a lot of you, especially if you're single, the one is coming. Like, the one is coming. Like, that's going to be your next unexpected surprise. There's somebody new coming into your life, essentially. And with romances in the air, man and lady, Ten of Pentacles, I mean, this is a clear-cut reading. I literally, I don't even know how long this will be because it's so straightforward. You guys, your next unexpected surprise is that the love of your life is coming into it. Okay? Now, of course, I guess if some of you are already in a relationship and it's happy and stuff like that, I guess maybe there's something good that happens in terms of the relationship. Maybe there's a sense of stability that is found, like maybe there's a home purchase or something like that, of course, okay, which could maybe bring someone new into your life, maybe if you're moving, as an example. So of course there could be that specific message for some of you, for those of you already in like committed partnerships and stuff like that. But to be honest, I very much feel that a lot of you, especially if you are single, you are 100%, if you were drawn to this intuitively, for real, you are 100% going to meet the one, essentially. Now, that is just what's coming through. Very, 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 very strongly. So let me just see if there's anything else to clarify. This might be the shortest reading of them all just because it's so clear. Okay, so anything else here for group number 5? Unexpected surprise. Oops, we dropped one. As I often do. The hungry ghosts, obsession, scarcity consciousness, attachment. Ooh, okay. So clinging on to ideas that are not always good for you. Let's see. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice, the dragon's duel. Interesting. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you've been battling in your life a little bit. With scarcity consciousness, be sure and be aware that you're not assuming that there's no one out there for you, okay? If you're attached to old ideas as well that you know aren't going to work out, this might be a time to kind of consciously choose to move away from that because there is somebody new coming in your life that you need to make room for. Now, that's a specific message for some of you, not for all of you, okay? Take it if it resonates on that one. But yeah, I feel like whatever you've been feeling kind of like is lacking, it's like you're getting it, essentially. Lovers, no way. Like, seriously, you guys are getting love and partnership, essentially. The Empress. And the Nine of Cups. There's... I can't even... Like, there's nothing to say. Your love's coming into your life. Happiness is coming into your life via a partnership, via a romantic relationship. There's just nothing else to this. Nothing else to this. That's all it is. I really don't feel like I feel any other meaning here. I feel like a lot of you are just having that person. And if you are, like I said, if you're already in a partnership, of course there could be something very good happening for the two of you, a sense of fulfillment. Maybe for some of you it's that, you know, having a child that you've been wanting, or it's getting that house, or really solidifying things. Maybe feeling more secure than you felt in a while, as an example with the Ten of Pentacles. But whatever it is, it's like super good. Like, holy smokes, this is just a really positive reading. And don't fret about it. Don't worry about it. Don't get conflicted. Don't focus on poverty consciousness or, you know, attachment to certain things. And don't even think about it. Just know that it's coming to you. Because that's the thing about the hungry ghost. With obsessions and attachment, the reason why we attach or why we obsess psychologically is because we fear losing. And losing something, right? Or not getting it, or not gaining it, essentially. And I feel like in this case, like, don't attach to it. Just know that it will come. For the Dragon's Duel, with the inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice, of course, this might be an internal battle that you've been kind of waging. But the other thing, too, is that there might be... I don't know how this is going to... Let me just ask a little bit more about that card. What do you mean about the Dragon's Duel? What's up with that? Nine of Swords. Oh, okay. Yes, essentially anxiety. So it might be that you've been kind of feeling conflicted internally in your mind, as an example about this. Like maybe you're feeling like you'll never get this, or that it's all never going to happen for you, as an example, whatever this is. But things are moving forward, essentially. And also, this might be about making choices and not sitting and worrying about it, as an example. To the Chariot, is about taking two opposing ideas and moving forward and making it happen. So this might be about, especially with the duality of the dragon's duel, it's like, how do I manage this? How do I get, with that conflict, the inner conflict and stuff? It's kind of like that duality there that could be struggling here for you guys. So I feel like keep going forward, essentially. There also might be like maybe movement actually is important here in this situation. But yeah, things are moving forward in your favor, essentially. And sorry, like I said, I don't even have much to say about this reading. This is definitely like love coming into your life, or love improving, or something really good happening between you. Like I said, don't get too hung up on the man and the lady. That's not the only combos we support. It just came out that way, but it doesn't mean that it only signifies that. Don't worry. Okay, so group number 5. Anything else about this unexpected surprise coming? Courage. Wow, that's so okay. And victory. And prosperity. So you have courage, victory, and prosperity. Wow. Especially for those that are in couples, like a partnership or in a couple already, I do feel like there's a sense of like winning here, a sense of prosperity, a sense of getting what you want as well. I also feel here with this courage card here that your higher self is really trying to guide you on this path. Some of you might also have a past female relative that's really got their hand around you at this time, trying to guide you in the right path as well, and to bring you a sense of support and stability. Some, actually, you might even have a past loved one or a spirit guide that's really trying to guide somebody new into your life, like trying to help you meet this person, like divinely sent to you or spiritually sent to you. We have 35, 3, and 17, 28, 29, and 10. So these are numbers that are showing up that might be important to you, or maybe to the person. But yeah, I definitely sense like so many great things for you. I feel like for the majority of you, like I said, this is going to be a partnership. This is probably the one coming into your life, the one that you're going to kind of be with in a long-term relationship. And if you're already in that, it's like some sort of success or culmination in terms of the relationship. Like I said, buying a home, moving to a new place, whatever it is, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. This could be about financial stability in your relationship. But with someone new is entering your life, I do feel like for the majority of you, this points more towards a romantic person coming into your life that's going to be somebody that you end up in a long-term commitment with, essentially. But I want to say thank you for being here. I hope that this helped, and I hope it brought you some insight. This is probably my favorite pile because I just love giving this kind of news. I hate giving bad news. I feel like I do it a lot, and I don't like it. But this is really positive, and I couldn't even, I was like, when the cards, I remember shuffling this, and when the cards came out, I was just like, no stinking way, how direct. I love it. So anyways, take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose this last group here, number 6, this is I think this is Sedona stone, if I'm correct. I want to say that's what this is, but hopefully I'm correct on that. If not, correct me. But that is what I think it is, if I remember. So we have the Knight of Cups, Fly, a period of ill health and depression, deep friendship with someone of the same sex, here with the teapot, Scythe and Whips. Scythe and Whips is a very interesting combo. The scythe means to cut something away, essentially. That's one of the main meanings of the scythe. And you may be cutting out something that has been tormenting you. Now, the whips can be the way that we punish ourselves or that we feel punished by other people. This can be arguments and conflicts. I feel like for some of you, this could be the renewal of a friendship. Now, we do have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Now, for those of you that have been trying to manifest a friendship, like a good friendship, I feel like that's coming in for you. And that might be one of the unexpected surprises. For some of you that have had a conflict in a friendship, I do feel like that could be fixed, as an example. There also could be an offer from a friend that really helps you through a sticky situation that you've been dealing with. But to be honest, the whips usually can talk about arguments or unreliable partnerships or friendships, unhappy relationships, essentially. It can talk about mental torment and like problems that just keep happening and occurring. And there can be like, disagreements here as well. But I feel like whatever this is, it's like there's a friend coming in here that's really going to be supportive here with the Knight of Cups. Now, for some of you, like I said, this could be the rectification of a previous problem in a connection, like or a friendship. But this also could be somebody really coming in to brighten your life up as well. Tell me more about group number 6's unexpected surprise. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. The River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. So we have 16 and 36 here. 10, 11 as well as important numbers perhaps here in this reading. So maybe it's going to represent something for you. But what I am feeling here is that you're letting go of manipulative thoughts, of insecure thoughts, that you are moving forward. You're getting some sort of knowledge here as well. And with that fly, a period of ill health and depression, do know that that is going to be disappearing. You're going to be cutting out the things that kind of hurt you. You're going to be identifying things that aren't good for you, essentially. What's hurt, the whip is it feels kind of like a punishment, right? Because, how many of us have been whooped before? Yeah, and there's a sense of like feeling like something was getting at you. And again, this could be mental, essentially, or depression, or for some of you, it could be health issues, or again, it could very much be in a relationship as well. But whatever is kind of happening here is allowing you to kind of let go. I honestly feel like the universe, for a lot of you, is sending you in a new friendship in order to kind of help you move past this. Almost like somebody who comes in and distracts you and gives you a different point of view is what I'm getting very strongly here for this group. Okay, anything else about this unexpected surprise? Queen of Cups. We get so much like strong emotional energy here with the River Queen, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. It's like something that's very flowing. And even with the teapot, we get liquid, right? So it's like this very like flowing kind of energy here. And for some of you, you might literally blow off steam with this person. It's like somebody you can talk to and just kind of be really open. It's like you can be explosive around them. You can tell them everything. And they listen with a kind heart and a warm ear. Oh, yeah, especially because look at this. We have the Tower and the Five of Cups. So it's... Sorry, my dog coughed. Are you okay, boo? Oh, he's like coughing or something, or doing something in his sleep. Yeah, this is almost like somebody that you can really, it's like nothing phases them. They can really handle everything. Maybe for some of you it'll be the opposite. You're kind of doing this for somebody else, but clarify the Tower and the Five of Cups. Oops. Again, the Knight of Cups came out. Oh my gosh. Don't you hate that when the cards fall on the floor and it's like it doesn't want to be picked up because it's like sticking to the floor? That happened to me just now. So the Four of Pentacles. So stuck feelings. It's like you're getting over these stuck feelings, essentially. And I feel like this is via another person's going to really influence this. Deep friendship, you know, maybe they will be the same gender. I don't want to comment too much on it. I don't want to focus too much on that, but it does seem like there's a strong friendship element here. So I can't say that it's too romantic. It feels more like it's more on the friendship side, supportive side, in that kind of aspect, to be honest. And this is a person who's somehow going to help you level up, even if they don't know that's their purpose. It's like something about this interaction is going to cause growth in you and get rid of stagnation. I feel like this person should have a very warm heart as well. Little doggy hair. So, well, I won't take any more tarot cards. I think I took enough of those. Let's get one of these and then we'll wrap up. So, unexpected surprise. Tell me more. New beginnings. Number 44. Wow. You notice how there are two... Beauty. You notice how... Oh, wow, we have 444. So some of you might be seeing that number quite a bit. But notice how we have two flowers here. It's like very supportive. And again, there's a sense of like... this person is going to kind of bring you into some new beginnings. We also have beauty here too. So this person may help you to become more secure, as an example. If you've been feeling a little bit insecure, just because we had this insecurity here with the Shadow Queen, this might also be a friendship. If you found that, to be honest, okay, this is the thing, and this may not resonate for everyone, so if it doesn't resonate, please don't get offended or take it to heart. If you found that you've had troubles with friendships with those of the same gender, this might be the friend that really helps you get connected, as an example, with, because like, okay, like I've known a lot of like women, as an example, who are like, oh, I can't be friends with other women. It always ends up badly, it always ends up sour. If this feels like a different situation, this is a person that's supportive, that doesn't play, you know, little games, or isn't manipulative, is a person who is very much in their emotional power and isn't insecure. So they're very secure in themselves, and with that beauty here, it's almost like, because sometimes that's what can really cause people to be that way, especially if you've noticed that in the past. This is a person who is beautiful inside and out, and also is very supportive and secure in themselves, so they don't really bring that bullshit to other people, you know, their insecurities, because that's really what often hinders friendships from developing or brings problems, is insecurities. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're really calling in somebody who is really supportive to you. And for some of you, this may be a friend that you wouldn't, it's unexpected because maybe you usually don't make those type of friends, or you wouldn't choose that kind of person, or you wouldn't think that this would be the person that you would connect with, or something along those lines. But a strong friendship, and I feel like it's very faded, very beautiful, and very part of your journey in towards your own growth, and is going to really help you get out of a stagnant period as well. And yeah, 444. Seriously. I love it. So watch out for those numbers. But again, I said 16, 10, 11, and 36 here are also very important. But that is what I'm getting for those of you that chose group number 6. I am sending you lots of love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye.